My name is Don Ystad. I'm president of our 14-Mile Watershed Alliance. I want to welcome you here to welcome the state of our lakes and our watershed event. I want to thank the town of Rome and Tri-Lakes for co-sponsoring this event, and they've provided our lunch today. So thank you very much to them for the support they've given us. And I want to say thanks to the many organizations, artists, and businesses who were so generous in their donations for food, for door prizes, and silent auction items. And a special thanks to our speakers and our exhibitors. So allow me to introduce a special group of people, our 14-mile members, most of whom have been with us for the past 4 years. So Barb Harride, who is behind me, I think, she's at our table for the silent auction. Karen Kanotek, who I just saw over here. Oh, there's Karen. Karen Kanotek. Wave to the crowd. Jerry Wiesinger. I'm not sure that Jerry's here today, but Jerry's been a strong advocate for our group. Dave Trudeau, the blue shirt in the back. Phil Rockenbach, black shirt over here. Carson Heineke is off at a snowmobile show today. Gary Gross, Gus Mancuso, I saw him earlier. He's one of our advisors. Kane Punzel is the guy who's in the water doing our testing every month. And our advisor, Scott Provost from the DNR, has been our advisor since 2016. Kason Morley from Adams County Land and Water. Bob Benkowski, who's been our Tri-Lakes advisor since we started this back in 2016. So there have been many others since we started this Citizens Volunteer Group back in 2016, including founding member Ron Foster, who passed away this year, and we appreciated his effort. We miss him greatly. So let me suggest you visit our 14-mile table, which is in the corner. Take note of our DNR Secretary Directors Award that this group received for our efforts to identify the cause of our water quality issues and to begin working towards a solution. It's a long road, but we're making progress, and I think our speakers are going to talk about that. Ask also about the 10-year EPA-approved 9 key element plan to improve our lakes and watershed, and also to identify what part each one of us play in it. While there, sign up for the newsletter. I've got a clipboard here as well I can pass around, and if you don't already receive our newsletter, please sign up. So here's what you can expect to hear and see this morning. First off, Scott Provost, who is a DNR Lakes biologist, will lead off with a discussion of what our 4 years of water and soil testing has shown us, and also talk about an experiment that we're conducting currently on a denitrification project, which is upstream from us, and other possibilities we're working on. And then Tracy Hames, the executive director of Wisconsin Wetlands Association, will discuss how wetlands protect our lakes and watershed. And then Dave Trudeau, who you just met from our committee, is a 14-mile committee chair. He'll discuss our Healthy Lakes program, our project successes, and the grants awarded for water quality improvement, and some of the things that we're doing in the future to help with grants. And then Tristan Forget from USDA and NRCS will demonstrate the rainfall simulator, showing erosion and runoff characteristics in different types of soil types. And that's important for all of us to know who live along lakes. As this is an outdoor event, projection screens don't really work. So our speakers have provided notes for you to follow in your handouts, as I mentioned earlier. So make sure you've got one of those. And we can pass note cards and pens for any questions you might have during the session. And our speakers said they'll be available afterwards if you have further questions. So following the speaker sessions, while we're waiting for the lunch line, please visit our exhibitors who you see out along on the road here. Check out the results of the rainfall simulator, which I have seen before, and believe me, when they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, that really describes what happens in soils. And then don't forget to have a look at the silent auction items. We've had some beautiful things donated to us for the silent auction, so take a look at that. have a look at some of the prizes that have been donated for our door prizes. And keep in mind, if you've not already seen the silent auction items, we have golf packages donated by Sand Valley, by Arrowhead, the beautiful wildlife art done by some people we've come to know from the area here, gift baskets, food and drinks, really some pretty nice stuff. So let me, you've got your handout in front of you. Let me just point out page 1 of the handout. That is a map, and it's a map of our 14-mile watershed, which is about 55,000 acres. It covers 4 different counties. And so when I mentioned the 9 key element plan, that's an EPA-approved plan that will involve all 4 counties in making improvements that will benefit our lakes and our watershed. There are about 50 stakeholder groups who have an impact in our water quality, and we're included in that. There are about 2,000 of us who ring the lakes here in the town of Rome. It'd be our 3 lakes as a part of Tri-Lakes, but also Lake Petenwell. And so there's about 2,000 of us, and what we do on the soil has an impact on what happens in the water. So then take a look at the last page in the handout. And if you've not been involved in the committee, if you have questions, I have provided contact information, so please feel free. Let us know if you have questions. If you want to be more involved, we welcome your involvement. There are about 6 of us who are really active, and honestly, we could double that group and still have a lot more to do. So we could use your help, we could use your advice, so please join us.